Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on the new Colourpop Peach collection. It is such a cute collection. This has got to be my most favorite collection that they have ever come out with, just from the looks of the collection. All the packaging is just so adorable, especially on these blushes. Just everything has this peach colored packaging and it's just really sweet. Peaches are definitely my favorite fruit ever. I even have one tattooed on my body. So this collection is pretty big. This is the little info card. It's so cute. First, there is the Baby Got Peach palette, which is $12, and it says that it's their first of their pastel babies. So that's interesting. Maybe they're gonna start doing like pastel style palettes, so that'll be fun. There is the Nothing On BFF Duo, which is a brown liquid liner as well as a brown mascara. And then there are 3 powder blushes. They're really cute. I love the packaging very much. I actually wore one yesterday and I really liked it. There's a, the names of these products are so cute. This is You Want a Peach of Me Super Shock Shadow Trio. There's this Bellini Baby Lip Duo, which is a lip balm as well as a lip scrub. I unfortunately do not like these products from them. They're very heavily scented and I'm just kind of sensitive to smells, especially if they're on the lips. So I'm going to be passing that one on. And then lastly, there's the Peach Please Just a Tint Duo. I haven't tried these yet from Colourpop, so I'm excited to later on. So that is the entire collection. I'm really excited about it. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. I'm kind of in the mood to be extra glowy, and I feel like that'd be cute with this collection. So for my primer, I'm going to use the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light. And I first take about a pea-sized amount and I focus it on the areas where I want to be the most glowy, and then I will spread it out to the rest of my face. But I'll kind of tap it in this area and then I'll just drag whatever is left, just placing the most amount right on the cheekbones as well as the bridge of the nose. And for my foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Milk Flex foundation. I'm going to be using the shade Shell. I really have been enjoying this foundation. I wore it for the past like 3-ish days. I will say if you are someone who is kind of impatient or likes to do really quick makeups, I don't think you'll like this foundation because it takes a lot of work to work it into the skin, just because it is a stick, so it has more of a thick consistency. I really enjoy it because it has a beautiful finish for a stick foundation. All the other stick foundations I've ever tried have been really like dry or matte appearing. This one's very glowy, and I know it's gonna look extra glowy because I have that strobe cream as a base, but it's just a really beautiful natural finish. Makes your skin look really flawless and polished. I really like it for that, but it takes a little bit of elbow grease. For my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Kaja Beauty Don't Settle one, and I'm using the shade 04 Waffles. And then I'm going to set a little bit of the concealer with the Milk Blur and Set. Nothing new here. And I'm quickly going to do my brows off camera. I do have a video on how I do my brows. Nothing has changed. I can link that right here if you're curious to see how I do them. While I was doing my brows, I also primed my eyelids with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. So before I get into the palette, I just wanted to talk to you about these 2 shadows right here. And if you look really up close, there's 2 little stars on them, and on the back of the palette it says the ones with the stars are not intended for use in the immediate eye area. I'm going to talk a little bit about what that means. So for this Hungry Ghost shade, the glittery shade, they have that warning on there because it is chunky glitter and there is a risk of that around the eye, if you don't use like an eyelash glue or something to really set it down, if a little chunk of glitter falls into your eye, there is a possibility that it could cut your eye. I will just say that I do not recommend using that shade around the eye. But for the shade Centerfold right here, it's just because it could stain your eyelid. It's completely safe for your eyes. It's the only thing is that it could stain your eye, and the FDA can't approve that for being safe, just because it does like leave something behind. I've actually had that shade Centerfold for years now. It's in my go-to Colourpop palette. It's right here. Whoop, right there. It's one of my favorites. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, give you the lowdown on that. And now I'm gonna go into this palette, which I'm so excited about. The first shade I'm going to be dipping into is Perky, and I'm going to be using Smith 232 brush, which is a nice big fluffy brush. I love going in with this brush first because it really diffuses that product nicely, and it makes it for a really seamless blend. And I'm just doing like back and forth motions just to really blend it out. And then once I have that down, I'll kind of do little circles. And I'm not afraid to bring it near the brow. I'm just really focusing on getting a diffused transition shade, because this palette is screaming just like really, really soft toned looks. Next, I'm going to be taking this Smith 230 brush, and I'm going to do the same kind of thing just with the shade Centerfold. And I'm going to focus this shade more into the crease. And then I'm going to take this Anastasia A3 brush, which is just like a packing brush. You can use any flat brush to do so. And I'm just picking a lot of that Centerfold shade up. And I'm going to be pressing that onto the lid just so that we get the maximum amount of pigmentation right on this area. I really love the Colourpop formula of eyeshadows. I think they're just really great and pigmented and so affordable, so like what can you get better? This palette also, I see a few looks with it. Some of these monochromatic palettes I only see one look, but when I look at this one, it's really nice because you can do like what I'm doing today, a really peach focused or a really like nice peachy brown toned look, or so I just see like a few different variations, so I really like this one. Now with my ring finger, I'm going to pick up some of this Get Even shade, which is a really, really stunning duochrome. It's very peachy based, but then has a really intense gold shift. And I'm first going to be tapping that right in the center of the lid. And we're just going to take that that smaller blending brush and just kind of diffuse the edges. And just because I wanted to try one of the Super Shock shadows, I'm going to add the shade 6 AM. I also swatched all three of them here just so that you could see them. This is the one I'm going to be using. It's a little bit more subtle. These two were just a little bit too intense for this look. I'm going to do the exact same thing, just take my ring finger and kind of pat it and dab it right in the center. And then I'm just going to add the inner corner highlight while I'm right here. I'm taking the shade Ready or Yacht. Now I'm going to take some concealer and just add a guideline for my eyeliner. And I'm going to take this liquid liner. It's in the shade Grande. And there, and now I'm going to continue on the lower lash line. I'm first going to take that half baked shade on this Dose of Colors brush. And I'm going to take the Centerfold shade and just bring that all the way across. And then directly into the center, I'm going to take the Dose of Colors brush again, dampen it with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to take the Get Even shade again. And I dampened it just because I don't want any of this shimmer shade getting into my eye, so I just do it for precision when I'm working on the lower lash line. Always, I always do it. And now I'm going to use the mascara. This is in Brownie Points. I don't think I used this one yet. I wasn't a big fan of the black one. I love the effect on the top lashes, but it smudged like crazy for me on the lower. And here are the eyes all done. I was thinking of adding these lashes from Social Eyes. They're the brunette style, so they're my favorite style, like Vixen, but brown. I think I just really like how soft this look is without lashes, so I'm going to keep it at that. But now I'm going to move on to the face products. They didn't come out with a bronzer in this collection. I thought they did. This one looks like a bronzer in the pan. Here's what it looks like swatched. It looks kind of bronzery, but in person you can tell that there's a lot of peach to it. I used it as my blush yesterday when I did a fall look, and I absolutely loved it. I won't be using that shade today though. So I am going to use a bronzer, but I'm going to use the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 100. And I'm blending that out with this BH Cosmetics, and it's my Riri Collection number 3 brush. I love this bronzer very much. You've seen me use it time and time again. A good tip with bronzers, if you're feeling like you're applying contour and bronzer and it's looking like a line in person, apply it in circular motions, because the cheekbone itself is a rounded bone. So when you do these circular motions, you'll kind of just add a flattering look to it. And I kind of flick it upwards, and I apply it also directly onto the cheekbone. I apply it right up along the actual bone right here, not under it, because it gives more of a lifted cheek effect. I especially like to do that when I wear my hair up in a bun. I also bring it a little bit lower when I'm wearing a bun for some reason. I think just because my face is more out there, I like to have it a little bit more sculpted or defined. So I'll bring it almost to where I apply blush. I don't know. But yeah, just really focusing on a rounded look will decrease that really solid line. For my highlighter, I'm going to try out this Nude Sticks Magnetic Nude Glimmer in the shade 24 Karat Goddess. And I think because I want to be even extra glowy and highlighted today, I don't know, I'm in that mood. I'm going to go in with this Kaja Beauty Luna 03. I have made a significant dent in here for having it for like 3-ish weeks. I've been using this non-stop. I freaking love this thing. And finally, going back into these blushes, this is Fresh and Peachy, and the other one is Frisky Business, which is a lot softer. I'm going to swatch both. I'm going to be definitely using this one. This one looks a little bit pale and too chalky for my skin tone, so I really hope. Oh yeah, this one's good. This is the BH Cosmetics number 3 brush, and I'm kind of just like pressing it into the apples of my cheeks. I guess I just want a little bit more of an intense blush. And I always apply it to my nose as well, and a little on the chin, just to like tie it all in. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Love this look very, very much. I almost forgot. Paper Self sent me some tattoos, and I saw this one. This is the perfect opportunity to add this. But look how cute this peach tattoo is up here. I kind of feel like I want to add it here. I don't know. I don't know if that's dumb or really fun, whatever. I like it. Okay, now finally moving on to the lips. They have the two Just a Tint. Ooh. They're very, very scented. Okay, those are the two shades right here. This first one is Rise and Shine and the other one is Give Me S'more. I'm going to go with Rise and Shine. So here is the finished full face look. I really love how it turned out. I was just looking at myself and it's very similar to the look I did in my full face of Kaja Beauty. I'm really loving the peach tones. So for my final thoughts about this collection, the standout for me is definitely the palette, the Baby Got Peach palette. I think it's just so cute and I do see a lot of looks coming out of this for me. You'll definitely be seeing this one again. I really love the way this look is very inspiring for me to look at. I don't know what it is. I do really wish that they excluded this shade right here. I think it's dumb to even add it in there. If you can't use it around the eyes, I don't really know. I'm not a super glitter fan, so if you are, maybe you can use it on your cheekbones or whatever for festivals or something if that's what you're into. But for me, I know I won't be using that like pretty much at all. I kind of wish they just added maybe another deeper matte brown or not even, or maybe just another shimmer like this one right here. I really loved the shimmer I used today. That's my only complaint about this palette. Otherwise, I really love the Colourpop formula for mattes and shimmers. I think it's really easy to blend, really easy to work with, and so affordable. I don't see anything wrong with it. I really love this palette. For the Super Shock shadows, I think my favorite shade has got to be in Access. I think this is the only one I see myself truly wearing more than once. I really like this one. It's kind of like a bronzy peach. I feel like it'd be very beautiful for the fall time. They do tend to dry out very quickly. You really have to make sure the cap is on super tightly, but the Super Shock formula is really unique. I really recommend you picking up one shade if you've never tried them, and also pick out a shade that you see yourself wearing a lot. They don't really have the longest lifetime. I would say they last around 8 months. And for the liner, not my favorite. Now that I'm looking at it up close, I'll zoom in so you can see what I mean. Hopefully you can see. It's very streaky. Like the application was very smooth and everything. I really liked that. But now looking at it really up close, it's very streaky and uneven. So I think that's a no from me, sadly, because I was really looking forward to having a fun brown liquid liner. Let me know any good ones. I don't have a brown liquid liner, but I would like it because I do like the softened effect that I have going on right here. The voluminizing mascara in Brownie Points, I think it looks wonderful right now. I do fear that it's going to smudge. I know the black one smudged like crazy on me no matter what I did. If I did set my concealer, if I didn't, it just was a raccoony mess. So I guess I'll see by the end of the day if this happens with this shade. If so, I'll definitely update you. For the blushes, I have tried 2 out of the 3 shades, but the 2 shades that I have tried, I've really liked. This one I don't think I'll ever use because it's just not gonna match me at any time. Frisky Business is the one. So I might pass that on to a friend. But these 2 shades I will be keeping. I'm a big fan of peach blushes, as you know, and this one I do see myself using a lot in the fall time. I really loved how my cheeks looked yesterday. I did take an Instagram photo, so you will see that sometime soon. And for these, just a tint. I really like the effect of the one I have on, but I still smell it and I can't stand it. It smells like when you walk into a bubble tea place, specifically the Dream Tea place. If you've been there, you know what it smells like. And it's just really intense, and I don't like having intense smells right around the nose area. I feel like I get really headachy. So that's the only downside with this. I really love the effect of it, but it's not like it's super unique. It's just like a sheer thing. I think I would definitely reach for my milk tinted lip balms more than I would these ones. So I don't know. I do really like the color and the shine of it, but I don't think it's that unique and I can't stand the smell. So definitely what I would recommend most from this collection is definitely the Baby Got Peach palette as well as the blushes. And that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to link all the products I used today in the description. And before I go, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already, and give this video a like if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!